Tonight, football fans from all over the United verging on Soldiers Field on Chicago's lakefront to show of the year, the 20th All-Star Football Game. Sponsored by Chicago Tribune Charoties Incorporated, this spectacular 1934. Tonight's game is getting wider news coverage than any other event in the history of American sport. Are arranged 530 radio stations on any other event in sports history. Weeks of intensive training under the All-Star staff, headed by Bobby Layne of Georgia Tech, have brought the All-Stars to the peak of and here they come, the best college players in the nation, spotlighted before movers. Membership on the All-Star squad is the crowning glory that comes to a college football player. The All-Star starting lineup is on the field now, and now the professional champions, the Detroit Lions, trot out to the applause of the crowd. Team captains meet in the center of the field with referee Ronald Gibbs. Coin is flipped, and the All-Stars win the toss. They elect to kick off to the Lions. This is the big moment the fans have been waiting for. And here comes the opening kickoff. Buck McPhail of Oklahoma kicks off to the Lions' Yale Larry, who comes back to the Lions' 20-yard line. It's the pro champions' ball, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. The quarterback is Bobby Layne. He hands off to Doak Walker, number 37, who goes 6 yards through the right side of the All-Star line. Now Hunchemeyer is stopped by Alderton of Maryland for a 2-yard gain. Doak Walker again, and here he is skirting right in for a 1st down on the 35-yard line. A pass coming up. Layne throws a bullseye into the waiting hands of big Leon Hart, a 7-yard. There's Hunchemeyer grabbing a lateral from Layne, but he fumbles and the ball is pounced on by alert All-Star Dick Modulewski. 1st and 10 for the Collegians on the 47-yard line. The quarterback is Jack Scarbath of Maryland. And on the first play, Billy Reynolds of Pitt on a handoff goes through center for 4. It's Reynolds again, this time for 5. Watch Scarbath. It is enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 on the 33. Now a pitch out to Reynolds, but no gain on this play. That Lion. Long pass coming up. Scarbath back. His target is Dawson of Texas. It's close, but just out of reach. Now the All-Stars are forced to punt. And Bobby Wilson of Alabama, a real punting specialist, will boot one now. There it goes, over the goal line, and the Lions take over on their own 20-yard line. Layne back to pass. Big Modulewski through there, and he throws him for a 3-yard loss. Layne back to pass again for the Lions. This time he hits the target. It's Walker for a 1st down on the Lions' 33. Now here comes a great play. Layne back to pass. Throws to Hart, a beautiful catch. Watch the lateral by Hart. Laterals to Doak Walker. And Walker goes down the sidelines, an overall 47-yard gain, putting the ball on the All-Stars' 27-yard line. Here's a keep it play. Bobby Layne carrying 6 yards down to the 21. Layne hands off to Hunchemeyer. He can't break clear, so he throws a pass. Complete to Walker. Out of bounds on the 5-yard line. It's going to be Hunchemeyer again on this next play. There's the handoff, and he's down to the 1-foot line. And now the All-Star defense really makes a spirited attempt to prevent a Lions score. No gain on that play. The great Pat Hodder, fullback for the Lions, carries. No gain on this play. The Lions are called on a backfield in motion penalty, but the Stars refuse it and take the down. Now it's 4th and 1 foot to go. The handoff to Hunchemeyer, and he just makes it this time for a touchdown. First blood to the Detroit Lions, the professional champions. Pat Hodder kicks the extra point, and the Lions lead 7-0. Summerall kicks off for the Lions. There it is. And it's taken by Gib Dawson, who grabs the ball, comes back 22 yards to the All-Star 30. Now it's Reynolds. Off to the right for 5 yards. Scarbeth quarterbacking, races back, looks for a target, and connects with Babcock of Georgia for 7 yards and a first down. Now the quarterback is Tommy O'Connell of Illinois. And he aims one at Flowers of Purdue. Incomplete. Now watch Buck McPhail of Oklahoma, the fullback, on this trap play. Beautiful fake, and he goes to the Lions' 42-yard line. Two more All-Star plays gain nothing, and the Stars have to punt now. Wilson boots. And it goes to the Detroit 18-yard line. Bobby Layne, the quarterback of the pros, decides to run this time. He gains 4 yards before being tackled by Zatkoff of Michigan. A pass to the fullback Hodder. And he is stopped just short of a first down. And the quarter ends with the Lions ahead, 7-0. Second quarter now, and Smith of the Lions punts to Val Joe Walker of SMU, who is stopped on the All-Stars 25-yard line. 2 Walkers in the game, both from SMU. Doak for the pros, Val Joe of the All-Stars. They are not related. Now the quarterback for the All-Stars is Dale Samuels of Purdue. He's rushed and thrown for a 10-yard loss on a pass attempt. Don McAuliffe of Michigan State goes through center for 8 yards, but the All-Stars were offside and they're penalized 5 yards. Let's try McAuliffe again, says Samuels. And there he goes through center, this time for 3 yards. Again, the All-Stars punt. Wilson back. Here's the boot. It takes a bad bounce, and it's down on the All-Stars' 28-yard line. Detroit's ball. Quarterback Bobby Layne goes in between guard and tackle for 3 yards. Watch big Leon Hart the end on this next one. Layne back. Heaves to Hart. Complete. And he lunges to the All-Star 7-yard line. That Hart is real hard to bring down. The Lions are knocking on the door again, and Walker goes around left end to the 1-yard line, stopped by Zatkoff. Now Bailey is stopped cold by the center of the All-Star line. Again, Bailey is held for no gain as the All-Star line stiffens. Doak Walker's going to try it this time. And he's snowed under by All-Stars, who just won't let him through. The Lions realize they can't make it through the Stars this trip, and so Walker tries the field goal. It's good, and the Lions lead 10-0. The Lions will kick off. Summerall will boot. And she carries all the way over the goal line for a touchback, giving the All-Stars the ball on their own 20-yard line. The quarterback is Dale Samuels of Purdue. Nice fake. And a pitch out to McAuliffe, who goes up the sidelines to the 39-yard line. Samuels again. A pass out to Decker of Michigan State. He keeps going to the Lions' 49. Reynolds of Pitt is back in the ball game now, and there he is through center for a couple of yards. Again, Samuels connects, this time with McAuliffe on a short toss, good to the Lions' 32. McPhail, the fullback of Oklahoma, will be featured on this next one. There he is, twisting and turning for 5 yards through the left side of the line. The All-Star march continues. McAuliffe gains 2 over left tackle. It's tough going, but they're making progress. Again, it's McPhail, the fullback. Right through center, 2 yards. The Lions were offside on the play, and the All-Stars gain a 1st and 10 on the Lions' 18-yard line. But these Lions are not easily set aside. They have the best defense in professional football, and they prove it right about here. Samuels back to pass. The pass is to Dawson, but he loses 7 yards. Bob Smith of the Lions slamming, and Samuels tries a 4th down desperation pass. Just misses, and the Lions take over on their own 28. Layne tries a long pass, and the All-Stars jump back as Jim Salas of Southern Cal intercepts on the All-Star 38. The quarterback is O'Connell. His target is Stockert. 1st down on the 47. Now Scarbath's at quarterback. Races out. Is he trapped? No, sir. A jump pass complete to Flowers. A 1st down on the Lions' 33. The Collegians are rolling again. This time, Scarbath's target is Dawson of Texas. Dawson throws an incomplete pass, but the Lions are penalized 15 yards for unnecessary roughness, and the ball is in the Lions' 23. Now from the 23-yard line, the Stars elect to try a field goal. Give Dawson boots. And it is good for 3 points. The Lions now lead 10-3. The All-Stars will kick off. There's the boot. And Retzlaff returns to the Lions' 41. Bobby Layne at quarterback again for the Lions. There's a toss to Walker, who runs out of bounds on the All-Star 46. Layne throws again, this time to Cloyce Box, who is stopped on the All-Star 27 as the gun ends the first half. Score: the Pro Champion Lions 10, the College All-Stars 3. Between halves, the Kilgore College Rangerettes with their own 50-piece band make their 3rd appearance at an All-Star game, and as usual, they steal the show with their smart precision and expert marching and dancing. Here, garnished with big red and white pom-poms, the Texas Beauties present a fast-stepping dance to the enthusiastic cheers of the crowd. A feature of the halftime ceremonies is the presentation of a trophy to last year's outstanding all-star players selected by the football writers. Vito Perilli, formerly of Kentucky and now with the Green Bay Packers on the left, receives the award from Bill Reeves, sports editor of the Dallas Morning News and retiring president of the Football Writers Association. Then Vince Lloyd introduces Arch Ward, sports editor of the Chicago Tribune and the originator of the All-Star Game, who emphasizes that the game was conceived and has been conducted unswervingly as a medium for raising money for the needy. Every penny of profit is divided equally among the United Charities, Catholic Charities, and Jewish Federated Charities of Chicago. Second half now, the All-Stars kick off. McPhail boots the ball to Layne, who carries it back to the Lions' 25-yard line. The Lions lead 10-3. Hunchemeyer drives off left tackle for 8, stopped by Mumau of UCLA. Doak Walker over center for a first down on the 37. This time Pat Hodder carries and he goes for 3 yards. The Lions continue to roll on the ground as Layne sweeps wide for 7 yards. Another first down. Now a pass. Layne back, complete to Walker. Good for 10 yards to the All-Star 43. Layne back, delays, keeps, and is stopped by Mumau of UCLA. These Lions are tough to stop. Here's Pat Hodder through for 4 more yards. Layne to Hart, a beautiful pass, and the ball is advanced to the All-Star 30. Now Layne keeps it, and he picks up 2 yards. Still Detroit's ball, they lead 10-3. And here's Doak Walker picking up a couple of yards before being pushed out of bounds by Scott of Virginia. Here comes a long one, way into the end zone. And Fred Bruni of Ohio State saves the score by batting it down. The Lions try a field goal. Walker booting. And the All-Stars break through and block it. And the Lions' march is ended without a score. Now the All-Stars take over. And Reynolds of Pitt carries on this next play. Here he is, through the right side for 8 yards. Dawson of Texas drives through left tackle, picks up 2 more. The quarterback is Scarbath of Maryland. Watch Flowers, the end from Purdue. There's the pass. So close, but not close enough. And the All-Stars are forced to kick again on 4th down. Wilson back to boot. Bobby Wilson of Alabama. And the kick goes to Christiansen of the Lions, who finds himself dumped on the 28 by Val Joe Walker of SMU. Detroit Lions ball. Bobby Layne's target on this next one is Cloyce Box, the end. It's complete to the Lions 41. Again, Layne connects, this time with Leon Hart, but the Lions are penalized 5. Now it's Layne to Walker. Complete, but he's stopped for no gain by Scott of Virginia. Here comes a great Detroit play. Watch box the end. Cloyce box. Layne back. Throws a long, long pass. It's complete. And he takes it on the run for a 53-yard gain and a first down on the All-Star 25. And now Layne's passes are really hitting the target. Next, he aims one at Leon Hart, former Notre Dame great. And it's good to the All-Star 10-yard line. Hunchemeyer on an end sweep, good for 1 yard. A payoff pass coming up. Layne back. His target is box. It's complete in the end zone for a touchdown for Detroit. Potter booting the extra point, and the score is the Lions 17, the All-Stars 3. Now watch this play. The Lions kick off. Bruni of Ohio State has the ball, returns to the All-Star 25. Now he laterals to Jimmy Sears, and Sears races on down the sidelines to the Lions' 17-yard line for the most thrilling play of the night. The crowd really roared. Sears of Southern Cal really brought them to their feet. Jeb Dawson of Texas, following Buck McPhail's fine interference, races to the Lions' 4-yard line. The quarterback is Scarbath of Maryland again. The ball carrier on this next one will be McPhail of Oklahoma. And McPhail is stopped in his tracks by the center of the Lions line. Johnny Olszewski of California is in the game now in the All-Star backfield. He takes the pitch out, fumbles, loses 12 yards, back to the All-Star 16. Now the All-Stars quarterback is Dale Samuels of Purdue. There's a pass aimed at Olszewski. It misses the mark, but the Lions are called on a roughness penalty, and the ball is advanced to the 6-yard line. Now the alert Lion defense asserts itself once more. Scarbath passes into the end zone. The pass goes astray. It's intercepted by Smith of the Lions, who brings it out to the 4-yard line. Again, the All-Star threat has ended. Doak Walker slices over right end to the Lions' 12. It's Doak Walker again, this time for 8 yards and a first down. There's no stopping a good man, and Walker goes through the middle of the Lions' 33-yard line as the third quarter ends with the Lions out in front, 17-3. Walker continues to run as the fourth quarter starts, going through for 5 more. But the Lions are penalized 15 yards on this play for holding, and the ball goes back to their 18-yard line. Now Layne passes to Hart again, and Big Leon, surrounded by 5 men, still grabs the ball on the Lions' 33. Layne connects again, this time with Walker to the 48. Fullback Pat Hodder bulldozes his way through here for 5 yards, right through the center. Hunchemeyer carries. First down on the All-Star 40. Again, the Lion offense seems to be going full speed ahead. Layne back, and he pitches a strike to Box on the All-Star 22. Now Layne completes another one to Walker, who is brought down by Wilson and Saltis. This time, Bobby aims one at Hunchemeyer on the All-Star 2-yard line. And Ed Bell of Pennsylvania brings him down. Watch Hunchemeyer. There he is, sweeping the end. And the Lions' march, which started behind their own goal line, ends as Hunchemeyer makes the score. Harder makes the extra point here, and the Lions lead 24-3. Now Dawson takes the kickoff behind the goal line and brings it back 37 yards. A great run before being tackled by Klein and McGraw. McAuliffe of Michigan State carries now. And he slants through for 4 yards. The quarterback is Dale Samuels of Purdue. Little Dale is back to pass, but he's trapped and dropped for a 3-yard loss. The All-Stars are unable to advance, so again they have to punt. It's 4th down. And Larry of the Lions signals for a fair catch on the Lions' 43. Bailey carrying, and he's thrown for a 4-yard loss by DiCarlo of Georgia. The Lions quarterback now is Jim Hardy. Hardy's in the quarterback spot for the Lions now, and he just manages to get rid of the ball to Pat Harder, who was dropped from the line of scrimmage by Morris of Georgia Tech. Hardy is still the quarterback, and his target this time will be giant Leon Hart. The pass is complete, but it still loses 3 yards. Now watch the play of the night. The Lions punt. Smith kicks, and Jim Sears of Southern Cal brings the crowd cheering to its feet as he zigzags 73 yards to the Lions' 17-yard line for his second sensational run of this great game. Look at him go. Almost all the way, not quite. One of the big thrills of the year in football, a 73-yard run. And this time the All-Stars, all charged up now, are not to be denied. Dawson slips and weaves his way over for the touchdown here, and the Stars have scored their first touchdown of the night. Samuels kicks the extra point, and the score is the Lions 24, the All-Stars 10. A little over 5 minutes to go in the game. Christiansen takes the kickoff and comes back 19 yards to the Lions' 28. And Coach Buddy Parker of the Lions again has his complete first team in this game. Hunchemeyer makes 3 yards. He's stopped by Locus of Vanderbilt. It's Walker this time, and he goes through center for 17 yards to the Lions' 48, where Bell of Pennsylvania brings him down. Layne passes to Harder. It's good for a first down on the Collegians' 40. This time, Layne's pass is incomplete, and a penalty forces the Lions back to their 45. Now it's Layne throwing to Ollie Klein, and it's good for 5 yards. Even though it's late in the last quarter, the Lions don't feel safe in this game yet. And they want one more score if they can get it. But they're not going to get it here. They have to punt, and Smith boots over the goal line for the touchback. It's the All-Stars ball. Now the Stars start upfield again as Reynolds makes 6 yards. But an offside penalty moves the ball back to the 15. Again, the All-Stars try, and this time Samuels hands off to Dawson, who breaks loose for 30 yards to the All-Star 45. Tommy O'Connell is the quarterback, O'Connell of Illinois. He passes to Olszewski of California, who is dropped on the All-Star 48. Again, it's O'Connell throwing this one to Dawson of Texas, and it's complete to the Lions' 47. The All-Stars are fighting that clock for another score. Dale Samuels off the bench, in at quarterback with a play. And he throws a pass here to Reynolds of Pitt. And it's good to the Lions' 36. Now Scarbath of Maryland's the quarterback. Jack tries another long one, but this time it is knocked down. Reynolds tries a reverse, but the Lions drop him for a 4-yard loss. The quarterback is Dale Samuels. And here comes the final play of the game. One more desperation try for a score by the All-Stars. Samuels has it. He passes to Reynolds. It's good for a first down, but the gun game, and the final score is the Lions 24, the All-Stars 10. And thus ends the 20th All-Star football game. Another demonstration of the enterprise and public service which are expressed every day in the pages of the Chicago Tribune.